We welcome you all to this series of presentation on integrated yoga modules for total personality development. In particular, we are trying to harness the techniques to develop our eyesight. When we talk about the eyesight, it is not merely the improvement in the functioning of this eye, but also it should develop a eyesight, a sight into the real wisdom tradition of our country. What is that insight? That insight is to recognize ourself. That insight is to understand that we have that infinite Anandamaya Kosha as our causal state. It is from that Anandamaya Kosha that we all are born, coming through the Vijnanamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha and the Annamaya Kosha. To understand that wisdom base of our yoga and spiritual lore, the Sanatana Dharma associated with that wisdom tradition. And therefore, when we are talking about the eyesight improvement, we work in tune with this total insight of the wisdom base. We know that Anandamaya Kosha is a state of complete silence. Chitta Vritti Nirodha has happened completely, Mana Prashamana has happened almost to the core, and the mind is in the state of Avyakta, and in this state of Avyakta we have almost infinite bliss, infinite knowledge, infinite power, and coming out of that Vijnanamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Annamaya Kosha brings about the constriction. We are becoming smaller and smaller and smaller and constrict ourselves to the physical body, and the eyes will start getting the crunch of that Duryodhana in the Manomaya Kosha, the Adhi which percolates down and causes imbalances even in the eyes, the stress and the imbalances which percolate from Adhi Manomaya Kosha comes down to the Pranamaya Kosha, bringing imbalances in the prana, leading to haphazardness of the breath, jerky breath and imbalanced breathing, which in turn can cause the different physical ailments, and even eyesight problems are no exception. So, therefore, we use the techniques to deal with the eyes at the physical level, but at the same time we bring in the wisdom base to give a total personality. So that as we improve our eyesight, we will develop that insights to move towards that highest heights of yoga, moving from animal level to become normal, great, super and divine human beings. That is the objective of this eyesight improvement program as a part of the personality development program. The techniques that we use here, on one side, makes the eye focus, bringing great stimulation and brings a relaxation to the palming. Yatrataka, a palming, Yatrataka, a palming. That forms the whole basis for the eyesight improvement. We have the preparatory practices, then we have the Jyotithrataka, in which we have the Urdhvamukha, Adhovamukha Trataka, we have the Nasagra Trataka, we have the Bhrumadhya Trataka, we have the Vama Jyotithrataka, Dakshina Jyotithrataka, Ubhaya Jyotithrataka. All these things will harness the power of the eye muscles to improve our eye things. But then for correction, we use the Jyotithrataka. Jyotithrataka is to focus the eyes on the flame. The flame can be of an oil wick or it can be a candle, and sitting at 5 feet distance, keeping that Jyoti at the same level of the eyes. You start staring at it, no winking, no blinking, and look deep into the flame. Invariably, people with high eye power, short sight, they start seeing multiple flames. I remember one of the persons who had -5. After the first session, he came and told that, sir, I am seeing 5 different flames. So, what is to be done? Which flame I should concentrate? She was asking. Another person was more bewildering. He had -12. He said, I cannot see that flame vividly. It is all like a blob. And when he started improving, he started seeing 12 flames, 10 flames, 8 flames, 6 flames. And the first step is to bring them together by so adjusting your eyes, so squinting, so turning your eyes together to bring the multiple flames into a single flame. That will start reducing your eye power. And Jyotithrataka thereby starts correcting. Once you are able to bring the whole thing into a single flame, then you start looking deep into that flame and observe the intensification of the flame. At the bottom you have the wick, then at the tip of the wick you have a red fire dot, and then comes a flame which is almost darkish in color. Then the big flame will have the highest intensity here, and it comes into the tip. The whole flame structure you are able to see clearly as you start improving and looking at these things. As your eye power enhancement takes place, then you are able to see that for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Then when you grow further, 1 minute, Jyotithrataka staring at it, 1 minute palming, first stage palming, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, second stage palming in which you press and release, press and release, stimulate, relax principle by which you give deep press to the eyes. And in the third, you look at for 3 minutes continuously, staring at it without winking or blinking, and get all the details, the vivid details of not only the flame, but the wick and the blue flame and the things and the aura around the flame. And close your eyes and do the third stage palming, in which you not only press, but you use the Brahmari to develop a resonance and harmonize the entire face and the eyes. All that you are going to learn in these episodes as the practical part, and thereby you will be able to develop the eye power wonderfully well. And as you start relaxing the eyes, your mind relaxes, breathing slows down, and as the mind slows down, as the mind starts fathoming the peace and the silence and the serenity, the stresses vanish, the imbalances come down, and that reduced imbalance will start bringing the imbalances to normalcy for the eyes. And that calming of the mind, that silencing of the mind is the balancing factor for the stress, and thereby the mind start getting cleansed. And as you go deeper and deeper, you will be able to grow higher, removing all the imbalances and the muck and the dirt inside in our deep subconscious, and overcome stresses and grow to great heights. Finally, getting glimpses of that Anandamaya Kosha, getting insight into our causal state of Anandamaya Kosha is the one that brings all the bliss. Therefore, not only our eyes overcome the defects of short sight, long sight, astigmatism, squint, initial stages of cataract, but also it brings the insight to go to our causal state of Anandamaya Kosha and to manifest that Ananda in day-to-day life. Eyes become smart, become sensitive, become sharp on one side, and on the other side you will find your mind is becoming calm, silent. A dual advantage of this program of eyesight improvement connected to total personality development through the integrated yoga modules. And we hope you will all use this and improve your eyesight and see that you grow higher and higher. Welcome back to the eyesight improvement, episode 4. In the earlier episodes, we have seen how we use 4 different asanas to improve the blood circulation in the head region into the eye region by Padahastasana, Ardha Chakrasana, Shashankasana, Ardha Ushtrasana. Then how to use the preparatory practices for the eyeballs, upward movement, downward movement, sideward, left and right, and the diagonal movements, and also the rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise. With these preparatory practices, we went to use Trataka, the special cleansing techniques prescribed in the Hatha Yoga, to bring about the changes in the eye structure, eyeball structure. We studied the first, the different Jyotithrataka, Urdhamukha Trataka, Adhamukha Trataka, Nasagra Trataka, Jyotithrataka, and also the Bhrumadhya Trataka. Then in the last episode, we introduced the Jyotithrataka, one of the most powerful, very intricate, very subtle, by which you will be able to correct the eye positions and the eye practices. In this episode, we want to start off with the eye cleansing, eye washing. We use the eye cup, and we will explain you how to use the eye cup to bring about the changes. This is the eye cup which is used to wash, and slowly take the eye cup in the water, pure water, and put it on the right eye. And when you do that, close the eyes and take it in the water, and slowly open the eyes in the water and close and open slowly and clearly. The complete eye is nicely immersed. Now, slowly keep the eyes closed, hold it with the other hand, slowly open the eyes, slowly bend to the right and allow the water to flow down. It flows through the eyes, which helps to remove the oversensitivities and allergies, and also washes, which is extremely useful for the eyesight improvement. This is called eye cup washing. We do now on the left side. We will do the eye cup washing on the left side now. Slowly take the eye cup with water, close your eyes and immerse the eyes in the water, and slowly open the eyes and close the eyes. Slowly open the eyes and close the eyes. Once more, slowly open the eyes and close the eyes. Now, you hold it with the right hand and bend it forward, down, and slowly turn to your left, so that the water will flow through the eyes and comes down slowly. Observe how the water is coming down, flowing through the eyes and washing the eyes. Every day in the morning, when you wash your face, you can do this, which will keep the eyes wonderfully well and devoid of the different eye problems. But take the pure water, good water, and if you want, you can use saline water also. Sometimes the cold water may irritate. Slowly close your eyes and relax. Now, slowly massage your eyes, first on the eyebrows, and slowly move the palms, fingers and the eyes to remove all the water, and little down, all the water will go off, and by the side of the nose, coming from the top down, all the muscles related to the eye muscles are all beautifully massaged and has a wonderful massaging effect. Eye wash through the eye cup. Jyotithrataka. Now, we will go a little deeper today compared to in the previous episode. Now, start looking into the flame, staring at it, no winking or blinking. Look deep into the flame. Invariably, people who have short sight or long sight, they see multiple flames. Merge them together, bring them together to a single flame. That is the first step in Jyotithrataka. Second step, to recognize the variations in intensity from the bottom to the top of the flame. Recognize which portion is the brightest and probably which is the least, almost like dark. After 30 seconds, let us close our eyes and do palming to relax the eye muscles. Slightly put the pressure on the surrounding muscles of the eye, no pressure on the eyeball. Now relax, eyes closed. Slowly let us open our eyes and look at the flame again. Can you recognize the blue flame, clear wick, tip of the wick, the shadow flame above, and the varying brightness of the flame, tip of the flame, clear sharp edge, and at the bottom of all is that wonderful blue flame. Slowly close the eyes and do the palming. Relax the eyeballs, all the eye muscles to be relaxed. Slowly put the pressure on the muscles of the eyes surrounding the eyeballs. Increase the pressure and you will go to third stage palming. Inhale. The Brahmari resonance spreads throughout the body, particularly in the head region and more so in the eye region. Whole set of muscles is all wonderfully relaxed. Slowly release the palms. Feel the well-being and the deep relaxation for the eyes. Feel the eyeball, eyelids, eyebrows, forehead muscles. Relax all of them effectively. With this, we have understood the intricacies of the Jyotithrataka as to how we have to use the candle flame to correct our vision. thousands and thousands of people have got the benefits using this technique of yoga for pregnant women. Eyesight improvement, short sight, long sight, astigmatism, squint, initial stages of cataract. So, I will close today's session with the Shanti Mantra for the welfare of all. Come to Namaskara Mudra. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.